we go. Good evening, everybody. It is Friday night here at the BTA Network. Since it's Friday, that means it's time for Trivia Night. Now, before we do, we're gonna go through a few things first, okay? But don't worry, we are gonna have our trivia. First thing first, I'm your host for tonight. I am Oddball Extreme. I'm currently joined on the line by four of my crazy cohorts. First, to my right, my right, we have our master and creator Frodo. Hello, Frodo.
Hey, what's up, people? And
Yeah,
yes, we do have some major stuff to discuss before our
we get the trivia because it
yep.
is important here. All right, to my left, we have a resident joker, Mike. Hello, Mike. Mike, you're muted. I can't hear you.
What the?
Yep, you got it. You got it.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, below left is our tiny Oreo, Janet. Hello, Janet. Now you're muted. And oh well, below right we have our resident man from the Bronx, Sajo. Hello, Sajo.
Hello, what's up?
All right. So anyway, before we get started, two things. I'm gonna get this one out of the way right immediately. In case you haven't heard, Dame Maggie Smith passed away today at the age of 89. Of course, we all remember her as Professor Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter movies. She was also
I like that one remark he made to Harry and Ron. She said something to the effect, maybe you could do a transformation spell to turn yourselves into a pocket watch so you will be on time.
yeah. I remember that. And also
Always-
she was basically Downton Abbey. Plain and simple. But I mean, it's sad though because a lot of people remember her and such. She even won an Oscar in 1969, believe it or not. But if you want to look it up, there's a lot of information on her. I just want to say, rest in peace, Maggie Smith.
She was beautiful when she was young.
Yeah.
They showed clips from old movies that she was in. She looked very pretty when she was young.
Yep. All right.
Mother Superior in Sister Act with Whoopi Goldberg.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
That's correct.
she's the one that gave Whoopi Goldberg a chance to help the nuns save the what do you call it?
Their nunnery or something. I can't think of the name.
Yeah.
Oh, Craig is in the chat room, by the way. Hey, Craig.
Okay.
All right, now.
Hello.
Before we go on, we do have to get to something really serious. Of course, this week we had a bitch by the name of Helene come through.
Let me go through this one a little bit, Shirley, because yeah, I can handle this one.
All right.
So, looking on Radar Omega, which is our tool that we use to watch a lot of radars, we currently have 11 fast flash flood emergencies in effect, mostly for North Carolina and Virginia area. But I want to emphasize with this, that does not mean that the threat for flooding is over. It is not. People in and around right now, the epicenter of Helene is about I'm gonna pull out my measuring stick here for a moment, so give me 1 second here. You'll understand why I say 1 second here.
Another thing that some areas are into is mudslides. Bloody mudslides from all the rain.
The epicenter of Helene right now shows about 30 miles southwest of Somerset, Kentucky. What that means is that is the center of circulation. Helene has been dropping insane. And when I do say insane, I literally mean mind-boggling amounts of rain.
And I'll give you an example. I read one thing from on a National Weather Service feed that said upwards of 25 inches of rain.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up right now at 1 o'clock today, which for anyone who doesn't know, we're in the central time zone, so I'm basing that calculation on that. Asheville, North Carolina had uh 13 inches of rain. I'm going to look it up right now just to see how much.
Yeah, because if you're familiar with the area, and I'll tell you right now, my niece and her husband used to live in Asheville. They're now back in Huntsville. So I think in a way this was kind of good for them. But let's see. Something else. I saw this interesting graphic. At one point, Helene had cloud cover over 1,300 miles across 30 different states.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to pull up actually weather. Uh, uh, what's it called? AccuWeather. So give me one moment to get AccuWeather up, but I'm going to say this right now so that you guys
was
know.
my favorite site.
If you live anywhere in the southeastern United States, do please take care of yourselves because you are dealing with a fucking monster.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching this storm for since it formed basically, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, um the amount of problems this storm has caused across the southeast is ridiculous. We're talking. I'm trying to pull up information here. Oh, National Weather Service. That'll be it.
I saw a little bit of the news, and this one lady was near tears. She had just got her house put back together from the last major hurricane they had in her area. Helene came along and devastated it.
Mm-hmm.
She had
Oh yeah.
nothing to
Oh
go
yeah.
back to,
I know.
and it was so sad because she was in her 60s.
Exactly. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So oh, at Nashville, Helene. We're looking here. I'm
Yeah.
just looking fast to try and figure out
Yeah,
just how much.
we will get to the trivia, but I'm telling you, Helene was a bitch.
Yeah.
Period.
Why did Helene throw a goddamn temper tantrum in the first damn place?
Well, hey, blame the warm water in the Gulf.
Actually,
That's why
yeah.
she.
Here's the thing. Before Helene made landfall, just she first off, her track took her to the south of Cuba,
Mm-hmm.
right in between Cuba
And
and
the Yucatan Peninsula.
the Yucatan Peninsula. It did not make landfall in fucking the Yucatan, which
Nope.
would have been a good thing for it to have made landfall in the Yucatan.
Because it would have weakened right there.
It would have weakened just a bit,
Mm-hmm.
but since it did not make that landfall in the
Mm-hmm.
Yucatan Peninsula, it scraped by and shot straight up to Perry. Mind you, I did predict that it was going to land somewhere on the coast on a line east of Tallahassee, directly south,
Mm-hmm.
and I was right about that.
Yeah. And it ended up coming in at 140 miles an hour. It was a Cat 4.
Category 4 hurricane. It was actually a mid to high grade Cat 4.
Mm-hmm.
It came in with a 20-foot storm surge. Now, there's some
At some point, though, wasn't the storm surge at least 30 to 35 feet?
No.
No,
Well, maybe.
no. But I want you guys to pay very close attention to what I'm about to say. There are certain words that the National Weather Service uses to tell you just how bad something is going to be.
Yep, and I can say one word right off the bat. Unsurvivable.
Exactly. So if you see particularly dangerous situation, get to shelter or do what they say right now. If they say any kind of emergency, so if it's severe thunderstorm emergency, flash flood emergency, tornado emergency, get your ass going yesterday. Like, no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And when the National Weather Service or the National Hurricane Center describes an event as unsurvivable,
You're up shit creek.
you're up shit creek without a paddle, without a fucking boat, with just your fucking ass.
Yeah, and I remember there was one point where I think it was Taylor County in Florida.
Hold on. I was actually going to get to that next.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to actually read this because I do know I can pull this up on my Facebook. Okay. So
Yeah, because I remember they did post that, and it's like, holy shit.
So, here's the thing. When you have a severe weather event, or any event, and your government posts the following statement in Facebook, you know you are beyond bone. And this isn't a joke. This isn't me trying to make light of it. No. If this is what was posted yesterday. Okay, come on. Actually, I know how to find it easier.
I wonder if those two college students survived.
If they were at the school, they've got a way to survive. The school has more than likely have a setup place where they'll be safe.
What I'm talking about is the news interviewed a couple of college students. I think they were from Virginia, somewhere up around there, and they didn't have time to evacuate. They were basically stuck on campus.
Yeah, but like I said, most colleges they will have a place for you to go for safety as best they can.
Remember, there could be just tornadoes with that storm.
Hold on a minute.
Frodo, what'd you start to say?
I said, hold on a minute.
Okay.
Because I'm ready to read this.
Okay.
Yesterday at 11:49 a.m. So this is well ahead of when she landed, which was about 9:30 p.m. Okay? So you may have still had a chance to get the fuck out. But please read. We are requesting, this is the Taylor County Sheriff's Office, Division of Emergency Management. We are requesting that all residents, guests, and evacuees refrain from returning to the area until officially directed by Emergency Operations Center, the EOC. This directive will be communicated via social media, news outlets, radio, and EAS systems. Returning prematurely poses significant risks due to the expected heavy flooding and other hazards. Many roads will be impassable, and there may be downed power lines, fallen trees, and other dangerous situations. Here's the part that I really was like, what about? If you or someone you know chose not to evacuate, please write your name, birthday, and important information on your arm or leg in a permanent marker so you can be identified and family notified. We ask that you kindly provide the following information so search and rescue teams can prioritize these locations. Is the residence inland or on the coastline? Full address of the residence, your name, name of residence at this location, name of number of individuals and animals present, contact information for both yourself and the residents, any additional information such as a recent photograph of the individuals, disabilities, or special requirements. Please email this information to tcem@taylorsheriff.org.
Okay.
Okay.
I read that.
When
that is enough to scare the shit out of people like me, you know.
When
and yet there are idiots that will not heed authorities.
Yeah, alright. Okay, go ahead, Frodo.
When you have warnings from the National Weather Service that say an event is unsurvivable and you've been directed to evacuate and you choose not to, and then your fucking county sheriff tells you to write your name, your birthday, and other information on your arm or leg in permanent marker, you know you done fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And
Also,
that's not me trying to be mean. It's me
no.
trying to be honest. Here's the thing. If you see that your home is under danger of a possible major event and you have warning and your uh government actors in your area tell you to get the fuck out, there's a fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
This thing had a fucking wind field 700 fucking miles in diameter.
Yeah.
That is distance from Cleveland fucking Ohio to Washington fucking DC.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a joke, people.
No. At one point, believe it or not, like I said, clouds from Helene were covering 30 states over 1,300 miles.
Yes.
And I'll tell you this right now. Let's say I were on vacation down in that part of Florida, if I remotely find out that there's going to be a hurricane coming, I'm going to evacuate even before they even issue voluntary or mandatory evacuations. Like, I'm getting out. Forget it.
Hold on. I'm doing a quick search and you'll understand why.
Okay. Let me see. Oh,
Don't get me started.
sorry.
So far, Hurricane Helene has killed at least, it looks like 50 people, probably, by
And
now.
it's probably going to go up.
The death toll is going to go up once the SAR gets to dig up some of the debris. The
Yeah.
people buried underneath it.
So, here's what I'm going to end my little spiel regarding this with. When you have that kind of warning, heed it.
Mm-hmm.
50 plus people who died from this hurricane did not need to die. If everyone had heeded the warnings, we would have far less loss of life, far less people that we have to bury, and far less families who have been destroyed because of this.
Mm-hmm.
This storm, we had at least a week of ahead of time notice.
Yep. Exactly.
When an evacuation order is issued, please, for your own lives and for the lives and sanity of your friends and family, heed those warnings. Me and Shirley and Mike, we're all storm spotters, and the hardest part of our job is hearing about the people these weather events kill.
Mm-hmm.
Please heed the warnings.
Yeah.
If you're under a tornado warning, I know you can't evacuate, but get yourself underground. If you're in a hurricane warning, get yourself the fuck out of there. You know, just we don't want to see people die unneedingly because they didn't heed the warnings.
Mm-hmm.
Or tropical storm warnings.
Yeah, even tropical storm warnings can still do a lot of damage,
Yes,
especially when it's all the rain.
I'm just focusing on this stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, in general, if a weather event is a warning of any kind, heed it, please.
And I'm not gonna lie, Frodo, there's another system potentially developing down in that same area where Helene was, except this time I could actually be on the east side of this one. Now it's a long way off. It's too easy. It's too early to say anything.
It's about a week and a half off, but we also have two more systems churning in the Atlantic. Hurricane Isaac is heading more towards Portugal. Tropical Storm Joyce, I haven't seen any projections for her yet, but she's just kind of spinning out there doing something. So we have now 3 active tropical systems. Yes, Helene is no longer considered a tropical, but if it goes back out to sea and repowers up, it can come right back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also going to say this. The name Helene, as far as hurricanes are considered, just with the amount of devastation it's caused,
It's gonna get retired.
the NHC is going to retire Hurricane Helene. So from now on, when you talk about Hurricane Helene, it's this one.
Mm-hmm. Because actually, it's not the National Hurricane Center that retires the storm. It's the World Meteorological Society that actually retires the name. So,
Well, you get what I'm saying.
yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, but seriously, these hurricanes this year mean business.
Yeah. I had people that I know in my weather groups who were talking about, oh, this hurricane season is a bust. And I'm like, you're way too early to be making that call.
Yeah,
Because
and on top,
they made that call back in fucking July, and I'm like, no. It ramps up majorly during the transition point between meteorological summer and meteorological autumn.
yeah, and on top of that, the peak of the hurricane season is September 10th.
Exactly.
And on top of that, we still have 2 full months left in this hurricane season. And then again, I have seen hurricanes develop in December and January too, so it's not all the realm of possibility. All right.
I'm sorry everyone for being very serious right now about stuff, but when you see death and destruction and people that you care about in the line of these storms,
Mm-hmm.
it upsets you.
Yeah, it's. I know a lot of people that are upset. Seeing all the damage, the damage, the destruction. Ugh, it's just
This question.
yeah. What's up?
Remember Sandy? Tom, remember Sandy?
Yep, I remember Sandy.
How they did devastation in New York, New Jersey area?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I had Opal back in '95. I mean, it roared in so fast. We still had 95-mile-an-hour winds here in Montgomery. So, just because you're
I just downloaded my radar, and there's all kinds of the little fire flames.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those are wildfires.
For severe
That's wildfires.
heat warnings.
No, the fires would be for wildfires, not heat warnings.
But yeah, everyone, please take weather seriously, because I'm not joking when I say that you can die very quickly from stuff like this.
Mm-hmm. All right. We've done enough of that. Why don't we do some trivia, get our minds off of all this? And after all, we're getting into the weekend. And, we can relax, but I know those people in those affected areas, they can't right
Let's
now.
say a prayer for everybody that's in all this.
Yeah.
You know what? We need the rain here. I just don't think we need that much.
Mm-hmm.
Put it this way, Jan. If your place had 13 inches of rain in a day, if your city had that much rain, I can guarantee 2 things would happen in very short order. Number 1, your house would probably float the fuck away. And number 2, you would probably be relocated to, I don't know, the middle of the Grand Canyon.
And that's a little too
Without
much.
I believe it.
I
believe it,
No,
Frodo.
wait, Grand Canyon is about, what, 152.
More than that.
Yeah, about 150
More
miles.
than that.
150 miles away.
Well,
So
I get what Frodo's trying to say.
yeah.
Let's just say we wouldn't be in the same spot on a lame drive.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah.
I get what you're trying to say, Frodo.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be a disaster.
No.
All right, let's get
Well,
that
we
trivia,
know that
that
with this
frippin'
week.
trivia started.
All right. Now that I'm here.
Let me turn up my volume a little on my speakers.
All right. Here's a good one to start off with. What was the first Disney animated feature movie that was not based on an already existing story?
I
Lion
want to
King?
say Fantasia.
Hold it. Mike, did you say The Lion King?
Yes.
That's the answer.
The Lion King was the first not based on a what?
It was
Already
not based
existing
on an
story.
original story. I guessed. Holy for holies.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. It's The Lion King.
I just can't wait to be king.
Actually,
All
I
right.
think it's based on a story, but I can't remember. But
What's
that's-
wrong, Frodo?
Well, I was just thinking them out loud.
Yeah, he's an out loud thinker.
Hey, sometimes the best conversations you can have are with yourself.
Mm-hmm. That's true. All right, here's a good one. Which duo won the first ever Grammy for Best Rap Performance?
That would have been Milli Vanilli, wasn't it?
No. I said the best rap performance. Milli Vanilli weren't exactly rappers.
Crisscross.
Nope. Here's
I have
here,
no
here-
idea. I'm
all right.
not into rap music.
No, here's the clue that should give it away. Bel Air.
Will Smith.
What's the full name? The duo.
Prince of Bel Air.
Fresh Prince.
Mm-hmm. And who was his partner?
Oh God, I can't remember that.
Jazz.
Yeah, you get. I'm gonna give it to you. It's DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Okay.
Okay,
Like I said, I'm not into rap, so
that's fine. Okay, here's a good one. Before Mike Myers was selected to perform Shrek's voice, who was the other Saturday Night Live performer initially cast as Shrek?
oh shit, I just saw that one, damn it.
Dana Carvey.
No?
No. Oh, what's his name?
Mike
It was the one that
Myers.
passed away
Nope.
before. I can't think of his name.
Oh,
Um,
our
Okay, let me put it this way. He was the one go. He would throw these crazy temper tantrums or something. I can't remember what character he played, but it's like, oh, come on! Like that.
He was.
I didn't watch Saturday Night Live, so you got me on that
Ben
one too.
Stiller.
No?
Ben Stiller, but I know the name. It's like around my. It's not John Candy.
No.
No.
Oh my god.
Will Ferrell?
No, it's
Oh, wait. What rhymes with barley?
Chris Farley.
Oh,
Got it.
Chris Farley.
Yep.
That's who
I
I
had to think a minute.
was just
Mhm.
trying to think of the name. Because
Yeah.
it was right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mhm.
Right, you mean right here.
Yeah, it was right here on the very top of my brain. It was just like, God damn it, God damn it.
That's it. You mean your brain's at the end of your tongue? Anyway,
Let's see
carry
his-
on.
Okay. All right. Here's a good one. What country originated the sport of curling? I'm going to tell you right now, it is not Canada.
Great Britain.
No, it's
You're
not.
on the right track, but it's a part. It's one part of Great Britain.
Scotland.
Yes, it's Scotland.
Yeah, and I can't believe you use this little broom to get that big old curling stone down the way.
I know.
You know why that is?
Because those curling stones, I bet, weigh about 50 pounds.
They actually. Let me see here.
Oh, Alexa, how much does a curling ball weigh?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the curling stone, or rock, is made of dense polished granite from Ailsa Craig, Scotland, and in the Olympics, each rock weighs 19.1 kilograms, 44 pounds.
44 pounds.
Dang.
Yep.
It's a 44 pound chunk of granite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the thing is, when you sweep with that, you're actually causing small imperfections in the
Ice.
in the ice, which is what causes the changes to the changing to the directions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, so that's why you got to get good at it, huh?
Yep.
Exactly.
All right. Next.
Okay. Oh, here's an interesting one. What is a rhinoceros horn made of?
Keratin, like our fingernails.
What'd you say, Janet?
Or close to it. Keratin, like our
No.
fingernails.
Actually, no.
It's kite.
Bone.
It's kite, and it's more like a cluster of hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you, Frodo, because it basically has hair here.
You mean a rhino horn is not the keratin like what's in our fingernails? It's more
No.
like this?
Yup.
Well, you
It's-
just learned something new.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a bunch of very, 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 very finely compressed hairs.
Yeah. Oh,
You just taught us something new, Frodo.
oh, here's something interesting. Which fruit is used to flavor the liqueur Southern Comfort?
Fruit. Not apple.
Each, I think.
Yep, it's it. Peach. All right.
I think I'm gonna let Frodo take the stand.
It's not a
Okay,
competition,
go ahead.
man.
Yeah, remember.
I know
yes,
it's
I know
just a
it.
game.
Frodo, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? Could resist that. All right. In 1929, what ingredient was removed from Coca-Cola?
Cocaine.
Yep, exactly.
The cocaine.
Yep,
I was just about to say that.
The cocaine.
yep.
Because back in the early days when Coca-Cola first came out, it actually had cocaine in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know why it had cocaine, right? Coca, which is what the flavorant for Coca-Cola was, is a derivative is the source of cocaine. So it was
Right.
literally because it exists in the coca leaf,
Mm-hmm.
it existed in the Coca-Cola.
Yeah. All right. Here's a good one. Which food is known to be the most stolen in the world?
Bread.
Ice
Nope.
cream.
No.
Bread.
Nope.
Cheese.
Yes. Cheese.
I have to be careful how much cheese I eat.
I don't. I'm one of the lucky sons of bitches that can literally eat 2 pounds of the shit and be like, yeah.
You're lucky.
How long do you spend on the throne from not being able to get the cork out of the bottle?
Not very long, actually.
Yeah, it just
Show
depends.
off.
It depends on each person. All right. All right, folks.
My-
That was a little TMI. So.
My-
Well, why do you think I was trying to be polite in my wording?
I know. Okay. Here's an even more interesting one. Which is the only edible food that never expires?
Funny.
Yeah,
What was it?
honey. Honey never expires.
Yeah.
Honey may not expire, but if you don't use it up in a timely manner, it will sugar. It will
will.
start sugaring.
It will crystallize. However, you can always take that crystallized honey and reconstitute it back to regular honey by doing a double boiler setup. You pour whatever.
Well,
you
or a very low setting in a microwave. We've done that before.
don't do that because the bottle will deform. What you want to do?
Well, we set our microwave uh power setting to like 4 or 5, which is a very low setting. Anything above that will deform the.
What I do? This is just a quick tip for you, Jan. Take
Yeah.
take a pot of water, heat it up, but do not allow it to get too hot. We're talking probably 120 degrees at best.
Mm-hmm.
Dip it in and leave it in, and it'll start melting.
Okay.
Am I wrong, Shirley?
No,
No, you're not
I'm
wrong.
I'm having a little bit of pain in the back.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just sometimes you get that you get that little
Okay.
pain in
Next
the back.
question.
Okay. All right, the orange and blue packaging of what Nestle candy bar proclaims that it is crispity, crunchity, and peanut buttery?
Nestle Crunch Bar.
No.
Peanut buttery Butterfinger.
Exactly.
There's no blue in the Butterfinger wrapper.
Yes, there is.
On the
Where?
blue.
On the
Actual-
packaging. There
On the
is
actual-
blue.
Finger.
No. Well, hey, there's more blue and white on the Crunch Bar.
Yes.
But I said
there-
yellow, not white.
Okay. I'm not doing so good tonight.
Janet, don't worry about it.
It's
We're
not
here to
a
have fun.
competition.
We're
I
having
know it's
fun.
just a game.
Okay.
Hey, because I'm here. No offense, but I've studied a lot of weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
What about my shit?
I wasn't talking about you.
All right.
Go ahead. Shir-
Which country gifted the Statue of Liberty to the United States?
France.
Yep.
Mike got that first. I just shut up because I knew that I was giving it. I knew that answer right away.
Well, Frodo, we're having fun. We're not even worried about. We're not even taking points. The points
know.
don't matter. All right. Here's a good
These
one.
we do, whose line is it anyway type thing.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, a young boy takes a train to the North Pole on Christmas Eve in what 1985 children's book turned movie by Chris Van Allsburg.
Okay, what's the question again?
A young boy takes a train to the North Pole on Christmas Eve in what classic 1985 children's book turned movie
Oh,
by
shit,
Chris
shit,
Van
shit, shit,
Allsburg?
shit. Oh, and we have it here in Arizona every year, too. The Polar Express.
Yep.
There you.
I was going to say Tom Hanks.
Hey,
The Polar
I
Express. I had
noticed
to
that-
think a minute. Because you know what? You have to book the Polar Express ride a year. Like, you take it in 2024. You got to book it right after you get off the 2024 ride because it gets booked solid.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a Christmas holiday. I was in Target, and these little kids were in their pajamas walking around Target, and this one little girl gets all excited. We're gonna ride on the Polar Express. They were really excited about that. Okay, go ahead.
All right. See, Craig said, "What do you study?" I don't know. I just like to do things. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. What U.S. state is only 2 miles away from Russia?
That's Alaska.
Alaska.
Yep.
Yeah,
and if
because
it's- and
if
if
you
it's cold-
wanted to,
Mhm.
if you didn't want to, if you wanted to get your butt shot, you can walk to Alaska from.
Uh-huh. You can only walk right into Russia if it's cold enough. Okay. Let me see. Bear with me, Growl.
Growl.
All right. What is the deepest part of all the world's oceans called?
What
Mariana.
is the what?
What is the deepest part in all the world's oceans called?
Mariana Trench.
Yep. The bottom is about 35,876 feet deep.
And here's a
If you
little
tried to dive down there in a diving bell, you'd wind up a crushed pop can.
Yep. Go
Well,
ahead. Go ahead, Frodo.
here's a factoid for you. If you were to take Mount Everest, flip it upside down, and put it in there,
Mm-hmm.
the base of Mount Everest wouldn't even appear above the ocean surface.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the even funnier part. Mount Everest isn't even the tallest part of the globe. If you measure it from the if you measure Earth from the center,
Mm-hmm.
the core, actually the equator
Mm-hmm.
is taller as far as core to surface than even Mount Everest is. Thanks, Neil.
Yep. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't think we will even discover what strange creatures live in the bottom of the trench.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, we have been down at the bottom of the trench with the bathysphere. The deepest point we've ever gotten is called the Challenger Deep, and that was about 38,000 feet. We only know how much deeper it is from there because when the Challenger bathysphere got down that far, it probed with sonar and found out how much deeper it went.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What was the first satellite to enter space called?
Sputnik?
Yep. That's another Sputnik. Let's see.
Yeah. The Russians were in a hurry to get in space ahead of us.
Oh God, I just had a bad joke that I just saw on Facebook. I'm gonna say it,
Okay.
but I don't want anyone to be mad at me.
Okay.
Is it a if we were at work, would it be an NSFW joke type of joke? Maybe a little bit. Okay. What do you say, Shirley? Do we get that joke?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's fine.
Okay, how do you annoy an archaeologist?
I don't know. How do you annoy
You
an
what?
archaeologist?
How do you annoy an archaeologist?
I don't know how.
I don't know. How do you annoy an archaeologist?
Give them a used tampon and ask them what period it's from.
Oh!
Oh, that is bad.
Ouch! For shame.
I heard that one before.
Hey,
that
it's
one,
not
like,
Frodo's
oh.
fault. He got the joke off of Facebook.
I know. No, yeah, I'm just messing with him. You know that.
It's funny. I just saw it on Facebook and I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, you're right when you said that'd be a little bit NS.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Here's a fun one for you. What is the longest movie ever made? In other words, the length of time. And you're never gonna. And you may not know this.
Ten Commandments?
Nope. That's only 4 hours. It's nowhere close. Let me do it this way. I'm gonna give you this part. It's 85 hours.
I swear I remember hearing about this, but I do not remember the answer. And it was basically
Alexa, what movie was clocked at 85 hours?
what
From Luna G. De Film. The Cure for Insomnia, released in 1987.
Alexa, stop. I'm not going to say it.
Mm-hmm.
basically
It was, okay, can I go ahead and say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, never mind.
That's how you get the Frodo. Frodo, go ahead.
basically from what I remember, the movie was literally just him sitting there talking to you for 85 hours.
Jeez, and I thought sitting through the first those three movies of the Hobbit movies was something.
All right, it was called The Cure for Insomnia.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah,
heard it.
because it was literally just this dude just rattling in his weird voice for 85 hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll be right back.
I'll be
All right.
back in a minute. I'm going after my water.
Okay. We'll take a break.
Have Ashley come in.
She's probably tired.
Ashley is trouble.
So are you. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, Jam.
What?
I see your 1 and I'll raise you 2.
2? And I'll raise you 1. There's my 2. There, I raise you 1.
I'm back.
Here's your 3, and I raise you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Really?
11.
All right.
This is us fucking around every.
It's Friday night.
Yeah. Now, let's see.
Hey, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 11, 12. So we have 12 middle fingers in here. Oh wait.
Right, let's get a trivia before I hurt my side again.
Myself. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20,
Oh, okay.
26, 27. So we have total in this chat right now of 27 middle fingers.
Shirley, go on with the trivia
Okay.
before I
let's
get
see.
my side hurting again. Please.
Okay.
Easy, weasy.
All right.
you
Liz
wanna
does it better, though. Liz did it better, though.
Okay.
Do you want to know why that is, though?
Why?
Single person in this chat has 4 middle fingers, except for the men who have an extra.
Okay, Shirley, trivia, please, before
Okay.
I knock Frodo upside the goddamn head.
Okay.
Mike's like, oh my god.
Because I caught that and like,
All right, go on.
All right. Anyway, what color is an airplane's black box?
Orange.
Yep.
Orange.
Orange.
It's
Orange. You glad it didn't say black?
But no.
Yeah. The only reason that both the flight data recorder and the voice recorder are orange makes it easier to find in case of a crash.
Yeah.
And they're actually.
Hey, I watched too many episodes of Mayday air disasters.
Yep. Okay,
Mayday air disaster.
Go ahead, Frodo.
How would you like to have your entire clothing made of the same substance that makes up the black boxes?
Wouldn't be able to move.
Okay, here's a good one. What is a poo-poo platter?
A poo-poo platter is a selection of Chinese not entrees but appetizers.
I'm going to give it to you. It's a tray of American, Chinese, or Hawaiian food consisting of an assortment of small meat and seafood appetizers.
Sazo piped up. God damn.
What, the fact that I knew that?
No,
You've
that
probably
thing
eaten
from
it
earlier.
before.
Probably that thing. we
In
were talking
other
about.
words, it's an appetizer platter.
Yep.
Yes. Hey,
Poo-poo is an appetizer platter.
next time we go to a Chinese place, you're coming along with us as when we all go as a group, and you're ordering the poo-poo platter.
Oh, what lime soda do you? Oh, it's Mountain Dew. Never mind. Anyway, we aren't getting too many trivia questions in here tonight, are we?
it's
We're
fine,
having
it's
we're
Friday
having
night.
fun.
Yeah, we're
It's
having
Friday
fun.
night.
Yeah.
I know we're having
Friday
fun.
night. It's like the song. Friday night, just got paid.
Hey, no. Friday night and I ain't got no money. How did that go? I got some money because I just can't, because I just got paid. How I wish I had someone to talk to. I'm in an awful way. I
Hey,
can't remember the name of the song.
All right.
Okay, go on.
Which galaxy? Oh, go ahead.
I gave you something else. Look at it.
I will look at them because I don't want the because speakers. I don't know how if the mic can catch all that or not. So I'll
Okay.
watch them after show.
All right. Anyway, which galaxy is closest to the Milky Way galaxy?
Andromeda Galaxy?
Correct.
Actually, no. That is completely incorrect because there's actually two galaxies that are closer to the Milky Way than Andromeda.
Oh.
It's this major galaxy, but there are actually two galaxies that orbit the Milky Way. They're called the Small and Large Magellanic Clouds.
Interesting.
I was wondering if they'd catch that, but they didn't state major.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Well, Julie's got a trivia book she's using, and
actually,
that
no.
may
Right
be
now,
true
I'm on
what you said, but we're using the answer that's in the book.
No, Jan,
Right, Shirley?
Yeah, I'm using the answer that was here in this website.
And I get
Right.
that. I was just saying that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
As a little bit of aside.
Yep. Okay. What singer produced such
Next.
a high? All right. What singer produced such a high demand for concert ticket sales that the Ticketmaster website temporarily shut down?
Elton
Taylor
John?
Swift.
Yeah,
Michael
Mike got
Jackson?
it. Mike got it. Taylor Swift.
Why am I
Oh
not
yeah, there's
surprised?
all the Swifties.
Huh?
All the
Who
Swifties.
said Taylor Swift?
I did.
Okay.
Taylor
Just to make sure.
Swift fans are called Swifties.
Yeah.
And
I know.
here's the funny thing. Actually, I before the debate, I was like, this debate's gonna cause something major, a major shift. What happened immediately after the debate?
Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris.
Which meant most of the Swifties that are on the fence or whatever decided to join Kamala Harris.
Yeah. Here's the Swifties on straddling the fence. Taylor Swift supporting Kamala Harris. Whoop.
Okay. Within 3, how many people have walked on the moon?
15, I think.
That's within 3. It's 12.
Didn't it start with Neil Armstrong?
Yes. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the first two.
Right. I think get a total of 12.
Oh, because yeah, it is only 12 because there was one person that always stayed in the command module in orbit.
Michael Collins was the one up in the command module when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon. Michael Collins was the one that stayed up in the command capsule. All right, next.
All right. What one continent covers all 4 hemispheres?
I want to say Antarctica.
Nope.
Africa.
Yep, it's Africa. It's the only one where it's split, where you can split on the eastern and western and northern and southern hemispheres.
Okay,
So-
never thought about that.
Yep. Okay, got time for probably a couple more questions.
Can you just move a chair a little further, please, so I can get past?
That's right,
Hello,
folks.
lady. How are
Move.
you?
That's right, folks. Move that chair. I'm kidding.
Hello.
You were I'm tipping everything over.
Frodo, tell your wife I said hello.
Hi, Janet.
She heard
I
you.
forgot her name, damn it.
Sarah.
I forgot your wife's Sarah. Okay.
That'll answer
Just
you.
remember Sarah Jane.
Okay.
Hey, Janet, I got one
What?
thing to say to you.
What?
Bad germ, bad germ, bad germ.
Badger.
Bad germ.
Bad germ, what you gonna do?
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Did you hear me,
Oh, I've
Janet?
got 2 different types of hand sanitizer in my backpack.
Mm-hmm.
One is my little Grogu hand sanitizer,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one's a bigger bottle that I'll learn to
Yeah.
use to fill it up with.
Yeah. That's right. Bad germ, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What you gonna do when the
You.
spread comes for you?
All right.
Anyway,
All right.
next.
Last question of the night, since it's already 9:55. Let's do this. Which islands west of Ecuador were studied by Charles Darwin to increase his knowledge?
Galapagos.
Yep, the Galapagos Islands.
Yes, and they don't get the Galapagos doesn't get a lot of visitors. That's why those Galapagos,
The
the
Galapagos turtles.
Galapagos,
Those turtles are
not the turtles, but the big giant marine
tortoises?
iguanas.
Oh.
Marine iguanas. Very cool to see them swim underwater. They fold their legs back and they just use their tails for navigate, the big fat tails for navigation.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
All right, I think we can stop with the questions for tonight because I do apologize about Helene, but this was very important because it was between our shows on Monday and tonight. So
Yeah, and mind you, we have game nights, but we always have kind of a disclaimer, and we really should do we should really put this disclaimer on game night episodes that if a major news event occurs between our 2 episodes of the week, we will cover that before we go into game night.
Yep, that sounds good. All right, so next week, Monday, of course, is Money Mayhem. Wednesday, it is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and Go Rush World will be out at that point. So what I'm going to do is I will wait till that day to literally unlock it, like I did last year with Sevens. All right. And then, of course, Friday, we're going to do another bit of trivia night. Now, the good news is that Storm, it's going to be at least 7 to 10 days. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I don't think it's going to affect anything next week. It could affect me next weekend, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah,
right.
and we're keeping an eye on any. I'm also with the rest of the amateur storm trackers on Facebook, keeping an eye on the 2 storms out in the Atlantic. Right now, Hurricane Isaac is tending more towards Portugal than our way, so we're fine there. But Joyce is the one we're kind of watching more because it might try something funny.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that. But yeah, I will be.
Say hi to the Carolinas that are already fucking devastated.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, I will unlock literally the new Go Rush world because Go Rush is actually joining in on Tuesday, the day before. But I'm going to literally unlock it live on Wednesday, so that's going to be fun.
So it's dropping Tuesday, and you're going to be doing your game on Wednesday. Alrighty, then.
Yeah, I will.
Alrighty,
Yeah, I
baby.
will literally unlock Go Rush from that point. So, 'cause that's what I did last year with Sevens. All right. So anyway, it's the end of the week, and thoughts and prayers for everyone who has been affected by Helene, because it was a rotten bitch. Period.
I was very grateful that my Aunt Mary was not in the line of fire, even though she did get a hurricane warning.
Because the problem is, the storm was moving so fast; it was moving at 24 miles an hour. That's very unusual.
Yeah.
That's unusual high
And
speed
then
for a
I was
hurricane.
watching when it dropped down to a tropical storm.
Uh-huh.
The wind speed was up to 30. All right. Shut up, Janet.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. All right, so it's time to say what I usually like to say on Friday night. Please remember, don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. Don't play any of your mobile games and drive, but do think and drive, okay? Because we want you back here next week. And also, remember to wear your seatbelt because it is required by law in all 50 states. All right. So,
All right.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the ending. So bear with me. Growl.
Growl.
All right. So with that in mind, I am going to say love, peace, and chicken grease. Everybody have a great weekend. Sleep well. Stay safe. You know, everybody in Helene, hang in there. All right. You're gonna get through this. All right. So have a great night. See you next week. Later.